Hello and welcome to Suresh Agarwal's Reasoning Mantra. This is the type 1 question on coding decoding based on letter coding. That means letter to letter coding. Although letters can also be coded with numbers, but in this particular video we are going to discuss some questions based on letter to letter coding. So let's have a look at the first question. But before we begin with the questions, one very important point to remember that you must be aware of what are the positions of the alphabets in the English alphabet. That is, like, for example, if I say letter A, it carries the position number 1, B 2, C 3, and so on. So by the time you reach Z, it comes to 26. Also, you must be aware about the reverse order of numbering. That is, if we consider Z to be 1, then Y would be 2, X would be 3, and so on. So let's have a look at the first question now. Now, in this question, it has been given that in a certain language, miracle is coded in this way. That is Nkuehrl. That is M corresponds to N, I corresponds to K, A corresponds to U, and so on. So you have to find out what will be the code for the word gamble according to this code. Now, how to attempt such questions? First, you have to study the code that is given to you. So we have been given miracle coded like this. So how did we get this code? This is something that we have to understand so that we can create the code for the word gamble. So let us study the two words given to us. I'll be going slow with this video so that you can understand the concept clearly. But in the exams, you need to be quick. So you have to practice hard so that you are able to get to your answer. So what I observe is that N is the next letter after M, then K is the second letter after K, after I, sorry. Then R corresponds to U. So when I observe this, I find that R has S, T in between. So there are two letters here. So I'll write a J here in order to prevent confusion. One letter here, two letters here. Then after A, it comes to A, B, C, D, and finally we have E here. Then for C again, the corresponding word is H. That means C, D, E, F, G, so that we get G, H. Then for L, how do we get R? How many letters are there between L and R? M, N, O, P, Q. That means we have M, N, O, P, Q. That gives you R. And then for E and L, how many alphabets do we have? F, G, H, I, J, K. So one more added. That means E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and finally we get L. So we observe that 1, there's no gap here. Then we have a gap of 2. Then we have a there's no gap here. Then we have a gap of 1. Then we have a gap of 2. Then 3. Then 4. Then 5, and then finally 6. So the same way we are going to create a code for the word gamble. So gamble, G-A-M-B-L-E. So immediately after G, what do we have? H. That means our code starts with the word H. So it's very obvious here that our answer will be option C, because this is the only one beginning with H. But still, in order to be comfortable, let us check one more position. A, we skip B and we get C. M, N, O, we get P, and this is enough to verify that the subsequent letters would be F, Q, and K. So in the exams, it's not necessary that you have to find out the complete code. If you are comfortable and if you are sure, finding the first two letters will be enough to decode or to code that particular word that has been asked for in the question. So this was the first question. The second question. Spider is written as this in a particular code. So this is very obvious by just looking at it. S, P, I, D, E, R. So if we pair up two letters and we inverse them, that is SP becomes PS, ID becomes DI, and ER becomes RE. we get the code that is given in the question. So how will we create the same code for COMMON? Again, we put the words in pairs and we reverse the order. This becomes OC, this remains MM, and this becomes NO. So what is our answer here? We'll go with option B, OCMMNO. That is going to be the answer to the second question for this video. In the third question, if in a certain code, certain is written as this and sequence is written as this, how would mundane be coded? So let us try to find out what the code says. So these are the alphabets of the English. So let us see certain, C. I'll use a different color here so that it's clearly visible. If we compare C, the first letter is X. So C is being coded by X. That means C is third from the beginning and X is third from the end. Let us check up with one more, E and V. So E is at the fifth position from the beginning and V is at the fifth position from the end. So that is quite clear how we can go about this code. Let us be more sure by checking with one more letter, R and I. So R, this is R and this is I. Let us check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So R is at the 18th position from the beginning and I is at the 18th position from the end. You can just count it for yourself and check. Okay, then similarly, if we'll check with sequence, you'll find the same code there. So now how will you code mundane? So what is the position of the letter M from the beginning? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So this is the 13th letter from the beginning. And which is the 13th letter from the end? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It is N. That means M will be coded by N. That means the first letter will be N. Then comes U. What is the position of U in the English alphabet? So U is the 21st alphabet from the beginning. Corresponding to U, we'll find that F is going to be the 21st letter from the end. So U will here correspond to F. Similarly, if you consider the position of N, it is the 14th letter from the beginning and corresponding to N, we have M. Then D is very easy, fourth letter from the beginning. So the fourth letter from the end would be W. And this is enough to decode or to code our word mundane, NFMW, NFMW. Okay, we need one more letter, I think, because we now know that option A and B, one of the two options is the correct answer. Z and M remain the same. So let us check with X and V. So that means the last letter has to be checked. E is the fifth letter from the beginning. So the fifth letter from the end is V. That means we have V in the end and that is option B. So our correct answer here would be option B. Again, I am telling you it's not necessary to create the code for the entire word. A few letters, the main letters are enough to find out what the correct code would be. Now let us have a look at the fourth question. If in a certain language popular is coded as QPQVMBS, what word would be coded as this? So the word popular, let us write it down, has been coded as QPQVMB and S. And you have to find the word for the code GBNPVT. So if you observe this carefully, these are the subsequent letters of the word, of the alphabets that are present in the word popular. That is Q follows P, P follows O, Q follows P again, V follows U. So what do we have to write here? We have to write the preceding alphabets and that will give us our word. So which is the alphabet that comes before G in the alphabet? We get F, right? Before B we have A, before N we have M, before P we have O, Before V you have U, and before T you have S. So what is our word? The word here is famous. That is our answer. So isn't that easy? Now you must be wondering, every question is different here. Yes, every question for alphabets coding is different, and the more you practice, the more expertise you get on this. So in the last question for this video, if in a certain code parent is written as this and children is written as this, how is reprint written in that code? Now this is something different again. If on close observation we find that REN and REN is common in both the words parent as well as children. So REN we find here also. Let us put it in a box, and we find REN here also. Now let us observe the code. REN, we find FGJ for REN in children and FGJ for REN in parent. So that means the letters are almost coded in the similar manner. So if we write it like this, P A R E N T, and the corresponding code below it, that is B D F G J K, and after this we add the words that are different in the word children, that is CHILD. REN is already covered here, so we are not writing it again, and we get MOXQU. So this gives us the codes for the various letters. Now we have to find out the code for the word reprint. So let us write this word here, REPRINT. So what does R correspond to? R corresponds to F. Let me take a lighter color which is easily visible. So R corresponds to F. E corresponds to G. P corresponds to B. R again corresponds to F. I is being substituted by X. N is replaced by G, and T is replaced by K. So this is our answer. So let us check which option do we find this as. FGB FXJK, and this is option number A. So that means our correct answer to this question would be option A. So this is how we solve such questions in the exams. I have tried to pick up 5 different questions, all of different types. But yes, you need to practice this, because the more you practice, the more expertise you get on the concepts. So this was about coding type 1. For subsequent videos, you can subscribe to our channel, Suresh Agarwal's Reasoning Mantra. You can also purchase our PDF on the same topic if you want more questions for practice. And yes, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if not done yet. Thanks for joining me, and see you soon with another important concept on reasoning.